I love fire, and I love the whole process of working with it. It's sort of a small noborigama, and a noborigama means many chambers, and this one has two. Basically, we've got the firebox, chamber one, and a small firebox in chamber two. And some of the old Chinese noborigamas would be 30, 35 chambers long, and each chamber would be the size of a fairly large room, you know, often 15 feet high by 15 feet wide. So these things would snake up a hillside and would hold the work of a village of potters, say 6 months' work, 50,000 pots maybe. And there would be firers who would travel from kiln to kiln and fire it. The potters didn't tend to fire the kilns. There used to be these crews that would move around, and they'd come to town, and there'd be 20, 80 cords of wood waiting for them, and they'd fire the thing. The firings would take a week or two, and then another week to cool down, and they'd be on their way. Normally, our firings up till now have been about 24 hours long. So what we did is kind of just do without sleep, but this one is more going to be 36 hours long anyway, or something like that. And so going without sleep is just too long. You can't. This is probably the biggest kiln. I don't know if there's a bigger one in Western Canada, except there's one on Vancouver Island. This is a large, an ambitious one, that's for sure. Anyhow, we're really excited about how this one's going to work. But it's pretty new ground. We're not sure what the results will be, but at the same time, we're fairly confident they're going to be good. We're hoping that this one will do us till we croak, you know, and hopefully outlast us, but at least last us until we're, forget who we are and things like that. Yeah. You just build it and stick the pots in and start it up, you know. So really, we have, other than virtually firing in our heads 4 million times. You just have to build them and go. This process can speak really well about elemental things. It speaks of the movement of say, the fire across the surface and stuff like that, and it leaves these marks that the human hand can't do. They're different kinds of marks. They come from sort of much more impersonal place than that, and that's sort of what I'm trying to do. Like if I have a successful mug, often it looks like a landscape, you know, and it doesn't look like it was a painted landscape. It looks like it has the same kind of marks that, say, an eroded surface would have, or a windswept surface would have, and things like that. So you're dealing with those sort of forces. You know where the word pothole comes from? It is a medieval English term. The potters, like, it's hard to find in good old medieval England. There's grass and herbs growing over all the ground, except for the wagon roads, which were nice and bare, right? So if you wanted to get some clay, you snuck out at night and you dug a big hole in the middle of the road. People have been doing it for 10,000, well, they've been doing it recorded for good 10,000 years, and there's a wisdom to it, you know, too, that especially, say, the African pottery and stuff like that, and the reasons why things were done, and you you look at some old granny's pot that was made in 3000 BC in Benin or something like that, you know, and it's you think, whew, I wish I'd made that pot. It's ever good, you know, and there's no progress. It's the same, you know, it's you sitting by a riverbank making a vessel for your kid 5,000 years ago. Same person, you know, the same artistic impulse and the same love of material and stuff like that. And so I really like that about it. I like the fact that it really doesn't change very much. Yeah, you know, a little bit of difference in the props you happen to use at any given time, but that doesn't mean anything anyway.